the little door thingy, and whatever appears on there is basically something that's gonna happen to her on that day or the next day. And it's actually really good. I actually really love that one. Hey guys, my name is Joanna. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be recommending you guys some Christmas Netflix movies, and let's begin. So the first one is called Santa Girl, and basically it's this girl that her father doesn't want her to study in a humans college. He wants her to study in this Santa whatever Christmas holiday college, something that has to do with them. And he doesn't want her to study in a real humans college, but she does want to study. She wants to see what it is to be normal. So she heads off to college and she meets this human guy and she falls in love with him. But her dad doesn't want her to fall in love with a human. He wants her to marry Frosty Man. So when she falls in love with the human, then Frosty Man comes in and whatever. Basically, she ends up marrying the human. It's kind of hard to explain and I don't want to spoil it, but that's what's the movie about. And the other one is A Christmas Prince. So that one is about so this girl is like a normal New York girl. She just lives in New York. She's like kind of poor, you can say. She ends up going to do like an investigation to this like castle, and then meets a prince, and then falls in love with him. His little sister ends up liking her, so in the end of the movie basically they end up falling in love, and that's it. And it's followed, like the next one is called Christmas Prince and the Royal Wedding. They get married. That's what it's about. And then the other one, the Royal Baby, they have a baby. I don't really want to explain everything because then I'm gonna spoil it. And then there's the third one is 48 Christmas Wishes. So that one, basically I think I don't really remember this one, but I think they lose. It's actually good though. I know it's good because the ones I have on my list is because I ended up liking them, but I think they end up losing the Christmas cards, the Christmas wish, the wishes from the kids. They end up losing it, so like two elves end up looking for them with this little girl or boy, something like that. But it's nice. It's actually really nice. And the princess switch. So these two girls end up finding out that they're twins, or they look alike, something like that. So they end up switching each other. Like one goes to the baking and then the other one does what, I forgot what the other one worked in or did. But like they end up switching on Christmas and whatever, and it's actually a really good movie. I don't really remember much about it. The Christmas Chronicles, that one's actually a pretty new one. Honestly, I think the girl is actually a bad girl and ends up being good at the end with her brother, and they end up getting presents because they helped Santa, something like that. But it's good. Anyways, the other one is the Holiday Calendar. Ooh, that one's actually pretty good. Basically, the girl has this antique. It's a calendar. I think it was her grandfather's or something like that. And then basically on each day, the calendar, you have to open the little door thingy, and whatever appears on there is basically something that's gonna happen to her on that day or the next day. And it's actually really good. I actually really love that one. The Christmas Wedding Planner, I don't really remember that one, but basically she plans weddings for Christmas. She plans weddings on Christmas for like people that want to get married, basically, obviously. But like it's actually really good, and like she ends up falling in love with this guy. I forgot. I honestly forgot.
Forgot to.
Everything, but it's actually really good. Dear Santa. What I remember about this one is this little girl wants to have a mom, so she sends Santa a card saying that she wants a mom, and then this lady ends up seeing the card, and then she wants to help her, so she ends up falling in love with the girl's dad. So yeah. Christmas Crush. Oh, is this lady? She's like in her 20s. She like has an ex-boyfriend, and so they meet up again on this high school reunion, and I think they end up falling in love again, something like that. It's actually really good though. I don't know how to pronounce that. Unaccompanied minor, something like that. So basically it's like these little kids, they end up being left alone in the airport. Like they're traveling without their parents, and they end up being bad kids, so they end up being sent to this little room they have for like bad kids. So they end up staying there really long. They try to escape many times. It actually entertained me like a lot. It's actually really good, and they end up spending Christmas in the airport, and yeah, basically. A Holiday Engagement. Ooh, that one's actually really good too. That one's about this girl that she pays this guy to actually be her boyfriend for the holiday, for Christmas, so her parents wouldn't like say that she doesn't have a boyfriend or whatever. So she ends up paying this guy, and at the end of the day she ends up actually falling in love, so it backfires on her. She actually ends up falling in love with him, and then there's she ends up like falling in love with him because her actual boyfriend is actually, and she ends up breaking up with him and leaving him at the end of the movie. Like at first I thought she was gonna stay with him, but she doesn't stay with him. Basically I just spoiled it for you guys, but yeah, it's actually really good. You should watch it. Let It Snow. That one's actually a pretty new one too. It actually recently came out. That one's about so there's this guy, he's famous, and she doesn't know he's famous. She doesn't know he's famous, or she does, I don't remember, but she doesn't really care. So she ends up meeting him, and she treats him very normal, so I think he really liked that, and she shows him around and everything and whatsoever. Her mom is sick, so he wants to help her so she can go to a college, that's the college that she really wanted to go to. So they end up falling in love at the end, basically. But yeah, it's a really good movie. You guys should watch that one too. Basically that's all I have for holiday movies. It's just 12, but they're all really good. I have them all on my Netflix list, so if the movies I have on my Netflix list or whatever, it's because I actually like them and I save them so I can like rewatch them later on or something like that. So yeah, I took these off my list. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you liked the video, give it a like and make sure to subscribe, and thank you for staying this long. And yeah, have a nice one. Bye.